If you can get that link and share it to
the group.
the text. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit, we live now, ain't we? We are. I didn't mean to do that. Well,
put on his house in You don't have to turn off.
You can.
no, you don't got to. Y'all ain't here.
Because we here.
All right, y'all. Welcome for all of the people viewing us right now. I'm here with the Cleaning Business Automation Boot Campers here live, y'all. So we just wanted to go live afterwards and let y'all know, how the experience went, how everything went. Y'all can hear from us in real time. Y'all heard me and Andrew back there.
What's going on?
Yeah. And y'all heard us. We were telling y'all got to be here this boot camp. And you know what? I got some people here that can tell y'all better than we can because they actually seen it in real person, in real time, right? So before we do that, let's go ahead and welcome y'all properly, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into it. But first, I got to find what I got to have to welcome y'all properly.
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no more fashion show.
So welcome. Look, Miss Desiree out there getting us what you call it? Look, a concert. That's what's up. Welcome, everybody. Let us know where y'all checking in. We want to shout out your city. What's up, Trevino? Appreciate you being here. Mr. Darian, appreciate you being here. All right, y'all. And we just want y'all to this is like our after party right here, y'all. We got Andrew pouring us up back there. Appreciate you. And we just gonna chime in. Where y'all checking in from? We got K Boogie saying hello from Atlanta. Shout out to K with a firm clean coat. Appreciate you checking in. Everybody else, let us know where y'all chiming in from. We chiming in from Jacksonville, Florida, here at the Clean Biz Network headquarters. As you can see the sign on the wall. Shout out to, I think that's Nigel Beauty says, hey, it's Ton from London, UK. Shout out to London, UK. Right. Told you ain't no local. That's I'm trying to tell you. All right, now I'm gonna keep shouting y'all out as we come in, but before we do that, let's go ahead and get my people. I ain't gonna waste y'all time. So first off, we got Trevino here, we got Darian here. I'm gonna start with my people online, then I'm gonna go to my people in person. So let's start with Darian. Darian, you want to go ahead and just share who you are, where you're from, what brought you to the boot camp, what you got from it?
Yes, I'm Darian Turner from Paris, Kentucky. What brought me to the boot camp, I was watching your videos a while back when you first started offering the automation course. And just learning everything to do with the CRM.
Yeah.
I had to catch myself because I keep on saying CMR.
Okay, you do. I just noticed you did stop finally saying that. I ain't want to correct you every time.
Yes. So just learning it, the automation course made me focus on looking at my business in a different light. As far as like what you was talking about, the different procedures in place and trying to automate everything to give me more time to work in the business instead of work on the business instead of working in the business.
That's what's up. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Love that, bro. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for sharing that. Next, we got my guy, Mr. Trevino Reed, checking in. What's good, Trevino?
Hey, how y'all doing, man? I'm checking in from Charleston, South Carolina. My wife and I, we're the owners of Charleston Tidy Commercial Cleaning LLC. And the reason why I came back to the boot camp, I think this is my third trip, is each time the course is reloaded. And I knew we were going to learn some more things. And today, this session was no different. So that's why I'm here, bro.
Appreciate that. And also, Trevino had a whole segment. We just had to let him take over because he done took this stuff from this course and just really started taking off with it. So we might jump into a little bit of that later on in this live, but I'm going to keep it moving now. We got my guy, Mr. John. Oh, actually, introduce yourself. My bad.
Hey there, everybody. My name is John DeBerry. My wife and I own North Coast Enterprises. We are based out of Palm Coast, Florida. I've been stalking AJ for at least about 1.5 years, 2 years. Like I was telling him, it's hard for me to follow someone, but I found out that, by stalking him, he's the real deal. And I decided to take this course. And I really believe that all the information that we got in subcontracting is going to make my business quadruple over the next year.
Perfect. Appreciate that, John.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for being here. Also, John, he had an interview with me this morning before we started this. Be on the lookout for that John Dewberry interview because he killed that for sure. All right, who else we got up in here?
I am Desiree Cummins from Final Touch Cleaning out of New Jersey. Well, I've been following AJ for a while too. Bought the automation course back in late 2022, early 2023, and never really did anything with it. I did the last boot camp, which was online, but this one here, you had to be here, okay, to get it right.
That's what's up. Appreciate you being here.
Yes.
What we got?
Hello, my name is Almetric Tucker. I'm the owner of Tucker Unlimited Service here in Jacksonville, Florida. I've been following AJ for a while. I did his first boot camp in Orlando.
Yep.
But this automation course here is fire. It's not a scam.
Right.
Not a scam. And yeah, price is definitely going up.
For sure. Appreciate that. And listen, like she said, Almetric is here with me in Jacksonville, y'all. And she said she been seeing me. I think you even joined CBN before.
Yeah, joined CBN. Yeah.
But you were still skeptical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she here to tell you right here in person. She live right here. If it wasn't what it was, that she could send the goons on me right now, y'all.
Yeah.
So trust me, it's the real deal. You should have been here. All right.
And actually, me and AJ are in another program
That's
together.
right.
So, yeah, he's been vetted.
Yeah. Straight up though. And imagine if I was scamming if I walked into that class that day.
They would have got you.
Man.
That would have been uncomfortable.
Exactly. All right. Who actually Tony here. What's good, Tony? Go ahead, let the people know. So what we're doing is introduce yourself, let them know where you at, and then also what you took from the boot camp today.
Yes, my name is Tony Williams, from Polk County, Florida, founder and CEO of Impact Cleaning Professionals, but also, I'm a CBN affiliate. I help out where I can. Been in CBN for about 5 years now, and I've been loving the growth over the years, but just tapping into what Ms. Almetric said, like this CBN, the boot camp, like is next level for sure. Everything is like every single thing that we learned, you can walk right out and apply it into your business. Heck, if anybody was doing like I was doing, we were applying it real time because just the way that the class is broken down, you can follow it. So yeah, man, like it's been actually really dope over these past 3 days, different than how we did it in Orlando. So I'm super excited about the firepower that we bring to the next in-person boot camp down this way. And heck yeah, man, AJ, you and Andrew Lewis killed that for sure.
Yeah, shout out to Andrew. I appreciate that. And speaking of, so go ahead, Andrew, if you want to let the people know.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Andrew Lewis out of Columbia, South Carolina. I'm the owner of Squeaky Clean Commercial Cleaning, LLC. I've been with AJ since about 2021. I've been in the automations course, about a year? It's been about a year?
Yeah.
About a year.
Yep.
And it's absolutely the best thing out there. It's taken my business to another level. It's taken me to another mindset. And it's taken me to the point that I'm not just a person that owns a job. I'm a person that owns a business, owns a company, and I'm helping others do the same by paying them, being able to pay them every week, every month, and putting money in their pockets because of the knowledge that I've learned from AJ. So this automations course is the truth. It's the real deal. And if you want to level up your business, you absolutely have to have the automations course, hands down, period.
Straight up. And no matter what size your company is, I appreciate that. And to get the kudos back to you, because again, we all both talked about how the automation course has been out for a few years now. but it won't like this. Shout out to Andrew for helping to elevate this course for sure. And he got the patience to break it down for y'all and slow down. Sometimes I don't, right? Sometimes I don't, especially not for the technical stuff. When it comes to the business side, I got y'all there. But with the technical stuff, Andrew got a lot more patience, and he also brought a lot of the SOPs over to really show us step by step how to build this stuff from the ground up. So shout out to you, Andrew, and shout out to everybody that's here. Appreciate y'all for being here. And then also, for anybody that was all right, bam, because I seen Akeem, shout out to you, another CBN long time member. He asked, when are we bringing the boot camp to Atlanta? And the answer is probably never. Only because though, now I'll probably bring the conference there. Atlanta is definitely a hub. At some point, we got to do something in Atlanta. But the boot camp, man, we've been. So y'all see how this screen look right here? This is almost how we've been this whole 3 days, right? We got people here virtually with us attending. We got people here in person that's attending, and so no matter where you are, you can attend this boot camp even if you come virtually. My virtual people, if y'all can unmute yourself and just let us know how did it. And by the way, this ain't everybody that was here virtual either. Some people ain't even here, but how was the experience, even though you couldn't be here in person? How was it with the virtual experience? Because some people might be scared of that.
Well, I'll go first, AJ. I don't know if you guys saw the live leading up to the automation course, and I was just sharing my experience about not being a technical person or whatnot. Well, this time, just like last time, but this time was more deliberate. Andrew was right there actually as we're doing. As we're actually doing the task, man, he was helping us get through it. Any questions? They've been slowing down for us, and we actually had a blast doing so, man. So, my recommendation would be, man, the next time y'all see this come across y'all screen, regardless of where it is, man, y'all probably need to be in the building, virtually on the site, man, because it's definitely going to be worth it, man.
Love that, appreciate that. And so, with that said, because you said the next time you see it across the screen, and I'm gonna let y'all talk as well on this. But it's actually across the screen right now. So if you go to www.cleanbizuniversity.com/bootcamp, you can actually go ahead and get your ticket for the next boot camp, even though it's going to say this one. Just go ahead and buy it. I got you. All right. So buy that one. And then what's going to happen is you get access to the virtual course because we update the virtual course starting now. So in a week, you'll actually get the updated course, but then you also will get tickets to the next boot camp. So if you buy now, you get the ticket to the next boot camp. And by the way, before I go any further, let me go ahead and make sure I don't forget this. Y'all get the same discount code, y'all, because we still having it in Duval, so you get to still use that same discount code, Duval. All right. Now, what y'all think about it, Tony, as well as Darian? What y'all got for us? How was the experience as far as the virtual one?
For me, it was well worth it. To me, it wasn't no different than being. Well, I ain't gonna say it's probably a lot better being there because you get everybody right there. You get the hands on. But y'all take the time out. If we have any questions, y'all go back through, walk us through it, and share the screen so we still get the full grasp of everything going on. I mean, to me, it's well more than worth it, especially if you're trying to expand your business and grow your business.
I appreciate it. Hey, let me ask you this, Darren.
Yes.
And I ain't rehearsed this for you. I don't want to catch you off guard, but just share with the people how much I actually paid you to say what you just said.
Not a penny.
Because it's looking like, I don't people like, all right, of course he said that.
Not a bit.
All right, but what we got, Tone? How you feel about the virtual experience? And you done the in-person with us as well, and this is your first time doing virtual. So how you feel? And really, you led the in-person one. You led the first one. But how was it attending as an attendee virtually?
It was actually kind of dope, man. I liked it because it was one of those things that we stayed engaged the whole time. We were able to follow along right with with you all doing the screen shares and stuff like that. We were able to follow along in real time, so it wasn't like being out of the loop or nothing like that. And then even with our workouts in the morning, everybody jump on there and do all that together, so you still get that aspect of it as well. So, virtual, I feel like it's definitely, in my opinion, almost more bang for your buck because you're cutting out the travel and things like that. I'm an in-person type. I love those in-person vibes. But for the people that can't travel and things like that, like don't be afraid to sign up for the virtual because you still getting you still getting your value for sure. You just have to make the time, put aside, get in a space where you're not distracted and just lock in. And it's, you're going to get the same value as you would being there.
Yeah, 1,000%. I think the only thing you miss virtually is the inside jokes we got. Other than that, y'all was with us every step of the way, right? I thought I heard somebody want to jump in there. My bad. I cut somebody off. Okay, we good. All right, but let me get some shout outs on here real quick. I've seen a few people come in now, so let me shout y'all out real quick. Shout out to Miss Tanya Duncan Griffith said, checking in from Foul River, Alabama. Shout out to you. Shout out to Tenacity Academy. Hey, listen, they also got a boot camp coming up tomorrow. So if you can make it, go and drive right on up there. It's what, about 3-hour drive from here? I'm thinking about going myself. So head on up there. Go, I don't know, shit. Post your link in the comments so I can shout out. Make sure y'all go get the tickets to her boot camp as well. I went to the last one, the first one they had last month. I think it was last month. We had a ball and we also learned a lot. And I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm not just saying this because they my dogs. I'm saying it for real. When they went over their bidding portion, I think Ms. Tamika really killed that, and she said that she got that tactic from her actual CPA. And so, but the way they broke it down, I was extremely impressed. And then I was able to compare their method with what I got in my calculator. It was the same, but it was also like they had the details for you so you can do it manually too, which I got my method, but I really love what they did. You know what I mean? So definitely go get their tickets. You know what I mean? For sure. All right. What else we got, y'all? Akeem Archibald says, when you bring it, I already got that one. And he said, oh, man, to that, because I said probably not. But we will do a conference there for sure. I don't know when, because I know this year 2025, we're doing Jacksonville. 26, we probably finally go to Virginia, where I'm from, and then maybe we'll do Atlanta. But Atlanta got to get something for sure.
Man, I got to go back to Las Vegas. I miss
Yeah, Vegas was fun. It was expensive. But it was fun, though. Rena, okay, what's good, Rena? Appreciate you checking in. Mrs. Lewis. And shout out to my guy Rod right here checking in. He is a new channel member. You didn't even have to do all that. Appreciate that. And also Roger is actually here at the boot camp. He was, but I don't know.
You trying to get in there, Jay?
Yeah. So somebody sent him the link. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, but he trying to get in though. But he was also here virtually. Shout out to Roger checking in. All right. What else we got? Cleaning Giants LLC. Appreciate you checking in. I think I didn't hit the live button on Instagram yet. There we go. All right, bam. Cleaning Giants. Appreciate you checking in. All right. So now we got all of that out of the way. I think this right here deserves something. And if you ain't drinking, no worries. But let's do a toast. Let's do a water toast. Look. I guess only the instructors get to do the red cups. Huh? So cheers to my virtual attendees as well. Cheers to y'all for coming here. Cheers, y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here. All right, y'all.
One in Tampa.
Yeah, you said Tampa?
No.
Maybe. I like Tampa. I only been there once, and it was bad experience because it was cold. So I got to go back for sure.
I met a guy from Veterans Conference when I went to I'm like, he's in Tampa, so me and him supposed to, work together.
Okay. I think I got to keep you close because you got all the connections.
She
knows so much stuff.
I didn't even know connections.
I'm
Now I
telling
be
you.
putting AJ, like we be in the class together, and I be picking AJ mind. Every week every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks, yep.
I know AJ, but I know she got a question for
No, I don't. Honestly, because I'm not used to not being the person that everybody asking questions to. So when I'm sitting there, it'd be a humbling experience. Every time somebody talk, I be wanting to say, yeah, then you gotta, but I gotta shut up because I'm the student there. You know what I mean? So when you do ask, I be feeling good. Like, yes. Yes.
But in our class, everybody, communicates.
Right.
That's the thing. So that's what I like. And we give each other ideas.
Facts. And everybody in there is like, entrepreneurs.
What class is this?
It's called Jim Moran. Actually, you in Florida too, so you can get it.
Yeah,
they all over Florida, right?
And then we have the big conference Thursday.
It's Thursday. Yep. So we'll be there. Yep. But yeah, definitely. And again, so that goes for the people up there that's watching, like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Basically, what we're saying is find entrepreneur groups locally in your area and go, like, join them. Figure out, like, it's so much stuff going on in everybody's city. Everybody got resources. There's a lot of government opportunities where they reimburse you your money back when you hire people, all type of stuff. So make sure you're definitely looking into how you can get into these local things. All right, I feel like I should pick with because I know Tony got me. I ain't gonna get Tony yet. I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna mess with hold up, Andrew right here. Let me get Andrew. You ready?
Okay, yeah, no.
What's up? Let's get these people some free game. You know, I can't have people just sitting here. We gotta give them something. What can you share with the people right now? And by the way, start dropping y'all questions because I love to just give away free game. Number one, and then number two, we got all of these people in person as well as online, and we all got perspectives and we all got business experience. So whatever you ask, I'm sure you definitely will get some value today.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna just matter of fact, let me slide up a little
There we
bit.
go.
So some free games, and a lot of the information I have, I assume everybody knows it, but then I realize everybody don't.
Mhm.
So this is what I'm going to share. One thing, if you're starting your cleaning business, right? We all started at the same spot, some with a little bit more funds than others. But the key to actually being able to scale your business is understanding your numbers. When you get a contract or somebody gives you an opportunity to take over a contract or whatever, you have to understand that the number that they give you is probably not the number that they give you is smaller than what they're actually getting. So now you have to make sure that the number that they are offering you balances out with what you're trying to do and it works for your company. It's not bad to subcontract under people. I used to think that, but it's not. You just have to understand that the number that you're working for works for your company. So there's ways of understanding the numbers. Look at AJ's videos and he will break it down for you so that you'll know each one of your numbers so that you can scale your business to an absolutely amazing level. We all started at the same spot. There's no reason you can't do what everybody else is doing. Right. All right. That's good.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, you put me on the spot. I didn't know what I was going to say.
Right. I appreciate it. I said, we ain't just be sitting here, you know what I mean, just talking in front of you. Now, we're going to give him something now. And for some reason, my ass horn didn't work. I don't like that. But anyway. All right. What else we got? I appreciate y'all. If y'all got some questions, definitely drop them. Keep dropping the questions. We're going to get to them, y'all. We just chilling. This is the after party right here. Well, this is actually, this is the after party. Right, it's pre-game. Then we're going to go. We're going to really, all right. All right, what we got, y'all? Trevino, I'm picking with you now. Let's get some free game, bro. You out there killing it down there in Carolina. Let the people know there's something that you can just free game. Whoever here that need to hear it.
All right, I'll just say this, man, and the simply is you're as small as you perceive yourself to be, right? So when you're out here marketing yourself as a company, you want to market yourself and you want to brand yourself as being legitimate, professional, constant, and capable, right? So you're no different than the Giant Pros or the Citywides or the Coveralls of the world. Whatever your brand is, you're just as big as them in the eyes of the people who don't know what you're actually doing. And eventually, if you keep up with that mindset, we can all get there. But the other thing I'll say is we shouldn't be comparing ourselves to others, and that's just my factual opinion. We shouldn't be comparing ourselves to others, man, because everybody going through their own particular journey. So you want to benchmark, I would say benchmark your steps and set goals and start knocking them down and accomplishing them.
So I guess it just didn't like you, Andrew.
Yeah, that's fine. I get it.
But I appreciate you, though. That was hard right there, especially the comparison part, 1,000%. All right, let me see. I got you. Let's go back here now. John,
yeah.
I interviewed you earlier.
Yes,
so I already know you got a wealth of knowledge. This man right here, he done had so many different businesses and seen so many money coming in. Like, but
this is the real money.
They don't know it.
Right.
Long term.
Right. All right, John. What you got, John?
Yeah.
Just drop some free game for him.
Yeah, man, I really think that, one thing that AJ said to me earlier is, what would I say to a person that's on the fence or afraid to take their leap? And I said that 1 5-letter word, and that's start. You gotta start. You might trip, you might fall, just dust your ass off and get back up and keep going.
Yeah.
Look at AJ's past. You know, he clearly tells everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and then look at his ass now. You know what I'm saying? You know, so don't be afraid of falling. You know, you really only fail when you fall and don't get the hell up.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Nah, I love that. I love that, bro. Appreciate that. And you gotta. All right, so let's go, Darian. There's some free game, and I'm gonna tell you something about Darian too, because before you even start, Darian, you are you a man of few words from what I experienced. You don't talk a whole lot, but you know a whole lot, and but you just sit back and you observe. When that man told me how much he do per month, I wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? Then when I had a chance to meet him and his wife and his family out there at the last conference, I mean, great people. But anyway, I just wanted to preface that because I know you're gonna come on here and not like, you're gonna talk all light and calm about it. Nah, it's a heavy hitter right here. Don't underestimate this guy. But go ahead.
I mean, to me, the key thing is believe in yourself. You know, a lot of people in the world won't believe in you. Believe in yourself and take pride in what you do. As long as you take pride in what you do, everything will work out in the end.
Love that. Love that. See, I told you he won't say too old much. I appreciate that, bro, for real. And if you think of something as we go, just keep jumping in. All right, but we here now.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling?
Good.
Mentor, what you got? Just free game. Anything that you know. I kind of took one of your things, which is about knowing about these programs, but like anything you can share based on like your entrepreneur experience, what can you share with the people?
I'm big on partnership. If you can partner with other cleaning companies, you can make a whole lot of money. Make sure.
You good? They can't see this. Yeah.
Make sure partnership is big, because if you're trying to go after like government contracting, you're definitely going to need that. And everybody in the cleaning business can make money. Everybody. You ain't got to be greedy. I just want a piece of my pie so I can be on the island somewhere. I don't want the whole thing. But just partnership. And AJ taught me a lot about these franchises, because I was scared to bid and go against them, but now I'm not.
Yeah.
Because I have the courage, motivated, and I feel like I'm going to get it now.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Appreciate that, Metric. Now, we got my guy over here. I ain't got to ask him if he's ready. All right, Tone, give him some free game. What we got?
Take us to church.
He said, take us to church.
No, man. It's just very simple, man. And I know we talk about this a lot, but just driving it home, is that your mindset comes before the money. So like a lot of times we jump into this. I was definitely guilty of it. We jump into it. Hey, we want our business to hit 6 figures. You know, we want to be $1 million business. We want to do all of these things, but we forget that, man, all of that starts with the mindset that you're in. Like, you're not going to be able to start and run a multi-million-dollar business without a multi-million-dollar mindset. So some of us are just honestly just thinking too small. That's why I like, these masterminds, these boot camps, like being connected within the family, the network, those things like that are so important, because it opens your mind to what's actually possible. And I know AJ done dropped it a couple times. I've even dropped it a couple times in talking with AJ. But man, I just really been heavy into the concept that 10x is easier than 2x. Like because that 10x, it stretches you like to seeking out those people, that information, like all of those things that are going to 10x your business, so to speak, instead of staying in the same circles, like just trying to expand on the skills you already have. Like that's going to get you to the 2x, maybe even 3x. But if you want to get to that 10x, you're going to have to develop some more skills from somewhere. Your mindset is going to have to improve. Your friend circle is going to have to improve. The quality of people that you're around is going to have to improve in order for you to get to that 10x. So, man, just stay focused on that mindset, and the money is going to come, like with a strong sense of accountability and the right strategies in front of you and the right marketing and those types of things, even when you're not motivated and don't feel good, you put your mind to work and put those like specific things in place, and you're gonna be good to go no matter what stage you're at in this business.
All right, so look, what we say, look, taking the church tone. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. And so now you know what I'm gonna do, because you know it's back on you now.
Yes.
But first off, so let me start here. So you've been to the last conference, you came virtually, then you came here in person, and you've also, when did you start your company?
2020.
Back in 2020. So you got 4 years of experience now being in business. You've also been the head custodian for year 26.
26 years.
There we go. Good God. I should do it on the internet, but I ain't got my button ready.
Wow.
Right? So
That's what's up.
I guess what I want to hear from you is basically just share some free. I just wanted to preface it before you share your game, because you got a lot of knowledge too. And you know, we talked about this earlier about sometimes you can underestimate yourself. So just share anything that you feel like you can share to the community that they can take from. And you'll have to project because my AC just came on. I can't stop it.
Okay, well, for me, I believe in perfection, but I'm learning now that since I am not doing the job, it's not going to be perfect. So, and that is my whole thing about even, hiring people and stuff, because I'm looking for them to do that perfect job, because it is final touch. Right. But I've learned that, since I am not personally going to be doing the work, I'm just going to have to trust people to do the best that they can. Right. It might not be to my standards, but as long as they get the job done and get it done as close to excellent as they could, and that's just for anybody who thinks like me and thinks that, everything should be just right and be just detailed. Is nobody like even my workers tell me nobody cleans like you. So that's just
that's gold right there. I got that Gary V early when I was still in the field and I was just getting out of the field and hiring people. He said something and I took it with me. He said, just because you're an A+ player, don't expect your people to be A+ players, because it ain't their company. Of course you're A+ player, you own the place. Yeah. So instead, just get you some good B's in there. You know what I mean? And just put some inspectors in place or something.
That from Tenacity.
Oh, nice.
She had her A players, the B's and the C's. You put the top-notch clients you put the A people with them, and the ones that's iffy, you throw some C's down. That's how I'm gonna have to categorize.
Hey, shout out again to Miss Johnson and Tenacity Academy over there. Make sure y'all go check them out as well. Again, their boot camp is tomorrow up there in Savannah, Georgia. Y'all make sure y'all check them out. All right, somebody hit me up. Do me a favor, 108010. What was that, Tone?
Oh, no, that was just that concept of only expecting your people to be able to do at best 80% of what you would perform. But that's where you come in, that buffer on the front side, as far as laying the groundwork of how that work need to look. And then that buffer on the back side, as far as that wrapping up, making sure it's delivered properly. So, that was just tapping into what she was saying about, understanding that your people not going to do it the way you're going to do it. But that's where that 10 on the front and that 10 from the back come from.
Yeah. Okay. Love that. That's what's up. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got. Cleaning Giants. I did shout you out. I did. Appreciate you. CBN member, by the way. Appreciate you checking in. Nigel Beauty says, do you recommend those of us in the UK join your academy? If so, which program for us overseas? There isn't much academy programs in the UK. So to start with, call me petty, but I don't want to call it an academy. I don't know, petty. Right? But you can join. So first thing I would recommend is Clean Business Network. So join Clean Business Network. You get the membership. It's gonna come with a lot of different things, right? So I do monthly coaching calls. I do. We got the starter courses. Definitely gonna teach you pretty much everything you got a question about. Is going. You got the software, and the software include bidding calculators and all of that. And then you got leads, which we'll talk about, right? But anyway, but yeah, join Clean Biz Network. You know what I mean, it's $99 a month. That'll be the best thing. And then once you get in, then you can kind of figure out if anything else is right for you. The boot camp itself would definitely be good if you're already in business and you're ready to scale. If you're not in business yet, just join Clean Biz Network, and then we can grow from there. Now, being that you in the UK, it's gonna be little slight differences. Like, for example, we go to our Secretary of State to get our LLC. You might go to some type of province or something else, right? But whatever they call it, it's the same thing. You just got to kind of match it up to yours. So we don't have it quite specified to match directly with your paperwork and stuff. But as far as the actual concepts, how to run a business, how to calculate the price of a job, all of that stuff is the same. So recommend you join us. You can go to cleanbiznetwork.com and join us right there. Right, exactly. All right, Mr. Fulltime says, I got a chance to bid on a car dealership. You got any ideas on what to look out for when you're doing the walkthrough? Who want to talk about car dealerships?
I will real quick. One thing you want to look out for when you're dealing with car dealerships is whether you have to do the auto parts or the servicing area. Because one thing that kind of got us with our dealership is that understanding that the people that are walking back, the actual techs that are walking back from the auto parts area are tracking grease all on the floor. And you need to know how to get that grease up. So you need a degreaser. So we usually just put a degreaser in the water when we're mopping to pick it up. Very, very cheap. It's awesome. Awesome. No, I'm not saying it's awesome, but the brand awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Very, very cheap. Yes. And it gets it degreases, it takes it up. So that's one thing you need to pay attention to. Another thing is that they are going to need their floors stripped and waxed, depending on the type of floors. The windows are going to need to be done. Carpet's going to need to be done. They subcontract all that stuff out to other vendors. When you get in there, let them know you can do that. You can do the windows. You can do the floors. You can do the carpet. And you subcontract that out to somebody else. So now you can get a bag just from being on the inside, letting them know that you have the ability to have a full facility service for their auto dealership. They don't want to call everybody else. They want to call one person. Yeah. So you make sure you're the person they call. I know a little bit.
That's why I keep good people around, man. Tired of talking. I've been talking for a lot of years now.
And one of the things too that I would just caution with car dealership is, man, take into account like how much mopping you have, because I've seen so many people underprice car dealerships because they try to keep the production rate down or whatever, or put the production rate higher in order to win the contract. But in a lot of times in dealerships, the floors are like those main things, and if you skimping on that at all, you won't have that contract for long.
1,000%. Let me find my horn back. Hold up. Now that's real stuff right there. All right, what else we got? Tom Crypto, Straight Facts. Appreciate you checking in. Mr. DGK88 says, so my Friday started off with 3 walkthroughs, ended up getting 2 more. God, he killing it already. Ain't even finished his sentence. Ended up getting 2 more, so 5 total. All of them want quotes on strip and wax. 3 of them want quotes on 1 day a week cleaning. I gotta do something that I never used to do, but I'm gonna go and do it. No, I'm gonna do it different. You think I'm gonna do what I'm usually gonna do? I'm gonna do something that I should have been doing. You got to join Clean Biz Network so you can hire bidding calculators. What you got to do, you plug that square footage in there. It's going to tell you what the answer is. There you go. All right. Next one. Shout out to, you in Clean Biz Network. So use the app. What are we doing? Really? Is that you? Hold up. Yeah, that's the same person? Yeah. I thought all green was up here already. But okay, so he's using a different. Yeah, I'm thinking about Clean and Johns. All right, but both of them are CBN. All right, yeah, just use the app, bro. Come on. If you don't know how to use it, go back to the starter course and then open the starter course. Go to module 4. It's going to show you how to use all the bidding calculators and everything. Most of them self-explanatory, but just in case, module 4 will show you how to use it in the starter course. And if you can't log in for whatever reason, hit up support. You can email support@cleanbiznetwork.com or the newly implemented tech support at cleanbusinessnetwork.com. All right. What else we got? You're welcome, Ms. Niger Beauty. Appreciate you. Looking forward to have some UK people in Clean Biz Network. So we're looking forward to having you. King said, can y'all drop the link to the upcoming boot camp? That is a great idea because it is right there on the screen, but it is easier if you can just click it, ain't it? So let's do that. Clean Biz. Yep.
The new bootcamp already.
What is it?
We don't know yet.
Well, no, we'll figure it out.
We just know it's going to be one.
It's going to be one.
All right, because this one will, right? And so what's going to happen, this is how I always, y'all know I'm scrappy, right? And I just make it up as I go. So if, I'm telling you, we did that last month.
Yeah, we
So
sure did, yeah.
if enough people buy it, we go get a building. If we get 1 to 5 people, we're going to keep it right in here at the office. Ain't
But
no
it's
need to
pretty
waste so
cool,
much.
like this stuff.
And I kind of like it intimate.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
real good.
Imagine we had 30 people and we got to keep stocking for 30
I'm
people.
not
You know what I mean?
talking-
So we actually like it like this. But yeah, so definitely if you buy your tickets now, then you'll automatically be in for the next one. And also, and we eventually we're gonna have to get bigger anyway, because this is what I want to do.
I like how that sounds. Yeah, let's do it.
That's what I want to do. Everybody going forward, if you get an automation boot camp, you're automatically welcome to the next one.
Yeah.
Because that's how we did last time.
Yeah, that's nice.
Which, even though we only did that because y'all were virtual and it's supposed to be perfect.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think I like
Yeah,
it
I
in
like it.
general.
I
Let's
like
just
it.
keep growing it, and it'll be another whole
Mhm.
sub community within Clean
Yeah,
Business Network.
let's do it.
Let's do it. But so get your ticket now, and y'all automatically included into the next Cleaning Business Boot Camp. All right, Cleaners Automation Boot Camp. All right, what else we got? Trevino Reed. I feel like I don't know, bro. Your face just look like you got some knowledge in you that I'm not pulling out, and I feel like I should ask you something, but I don't know what I should ask you. What y'all want to know for
Yeah.
Trevino, man?
For the new person that's just starting out their business, tell them the importance of promoting your business and through social media.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I like that.
You muted. I think you muted.
Oh, who's muted? He is?
I thought so. Actually, I'm right. My son and I, we just had this conversation. I'm on a campaign and I'm mascotting for the business. And I would just say the important is just to get yourself out there. You never know who's looking, right? You never know who's looking. So even if you're not getting any likes or whatnot, AJ just pointed out earlier, people start to get familiar with what you're doing and your name. And that's what you want. You want name recognition, and you want to be able to build a trust within the community. So the more that you're showing what you're doing, especially if your work is top notch, the more followers you will eventually get. But you're not worrying about the followers. You're worrying about people referring your business so that you can get some business. I hope that makes sense.
Thank you so much for asking that question,
Yeah,
Andrew, and thank you even more for the great answer, Trevino. Because let's do it. Yeah, you can't.
Oh, yeah.
No automation questions. No
buy the
automation
ticket
questions.
first.
I'll make
Hey,
a question.
Trevino, can I hit you up after this because you do restaurants now? It's not a whole
Yes,
lot of us
yes.
out there. Okay, cool.
Yes, you most definitely can help me out.
That's, okay, see us as a family.
Yeah,
That's
See
a
us as
great
family?
point.
yeah. Because my thing is, he might have a way of getting. Like you just damn said, he had 3 new restaurants.
Yep.
You know, or 5 restaurants, some shit like that. So, you know, I might be coming in too high.
Right.
You know, and he might have another way of putting it together.
Right.
Yeah, let's definitely talk, man. Let's definitely
All
talk.
right, cool. Thank you.
Has so much knowledge, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Trevino is the
Yeah.
truth.
I remember the first interview. Y'all might not remember the first interview I had with Trevino. We didn't say the number. You know, when I always ask how much you make.
Yeah.
And he was like, listen, I live in a small town.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like,
Don't
listen,
say the number.
I understand. You know what I mean? But a lot of times, but you know, a lot of times when people say that, that made me a little skeptical. Only because now, because you know, 6 figures could be 100,000, and it could be 999,000,
Right.
and that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure, but the more I got to talking to Trevino, the more I realized, oh no, he 6 figures, 6 figures. Okay. All right, but what else we got, y'all? Let's see what we got going on. And then Darian got what I want. I'm about to order it in a minute.
What's up?
He got the biz.
He
You know,
got the
so,
biz.
you know, I'm
Yeah,
sitting with you.
Yeah,
I'm showing
I
off.
appreciate
You
it.
know what I mean?
I'm not one for peer pressure.
Right. He's like, I gotta have what's up, right? All right, but
Straight up service right here.
Mr. Full-Time, thanking you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Dorian, shout out to Dorian. Shout out to another 1010 person. He said, what are the most beneficial things that you all did in the early years in y'all companies? All right. First off, let me tell you. All right, never mind. I ain't gonna do it. He might not want me to do it. But
Yeah.
this is one of my special one-on-ones right here. I was about to say some stuff, but I'm gonna please tell him everything you think you should say on this. And everybody, take your time on this one. This is my guy right here.
Are we answering it? Muted, bit dog. Can't hear you, guys. There we go. Oh, nope. That's not them.
Still can't hear it. We can't hear it.
How long we fucking
Yeah, how long we? All right, so can you hear?
Oh, you just did that.
Yeah.
Now.
All right, so can you hear me now?
We ain't hear nothing at all, bro.
Huh?
I say we ain't hear nothing.
Okay, all right.
I had it on mute, my bad.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. So the one thing, it was so many things that were beneficial and important, but I'll start with the first 12. No, I'm kidding. The first 3. Number one is do your research. Do your research yourself. Ask the questions for people that are already in it, but also do your own research because you have to understand how to get to the answers that they came with. And I'll say it because of this. You'll ask somebody how much to bid for this, and then we tell you how much to bid. Now you're going to ask how much to bid for this. Well, you never learned how to bid.
Yeah.
So learn how to do it yourself. So do the research. One way is to get in the Clean Business Network. He can show you. He is.
He
So disregard that.
But
anyway,
in the very beginning,
so from the beginning, you need to learn how to do everything yourself. If you think about it, and I'm not making this religious, but if you go to church, the preacher is going to tell you this is in the Bible, that's in the Bible, that's in the Bible. What are you going to do? He should tell you, go look it up for yourself and make sure I'm saying the right things. You need to do the same thing. You need to understand, hey, do your own research and understand the numbers, understand the processes. The other thing is what worked and helped me. I was not a cleaner when I first started my cleaning company. I was in the military. I knew how to clean from my mom and my aunts making me clean. Does that mean I'm a cleaner? No, it does not. So you need to do the job, work the accounts yourself when you first start out. It's okay. Because then you start to understand, okay, I know this is going to take me this amount of time. This is going to take me that amount of time. Now I can go in there and bid correctly and not underbid. And now I'm deciding if I need to keep this account because I didn't bid enough to be able to put somebody in that account. And I'm about to go. I'm gonna stop here. But those are two things. Keep going. All right, let's go. I keep going.
Whatever you want.
All right. So another thing that I'll say is invest in the right people. All right. AJ says all the time, slow to hire, quick to fire. Don't just go and hire somebody just because you got an account and you need to put somebody in it. You need to have a process where you're bringing in people and you're vetting them over a period of time. One thing that I do when I'm bringing people in as subcontractors or whatever, I will have them work with my team just to see. And of course, I pay them when they're working with my team. And I ask them if they feel comfortable, if they're okay with working with my team. If not, then you're not going to be a part of it because that shows you're an individual. You don't want to work with a team. And some accounts may need more than one person. Can you work with somebody else? Right? So be able to take your time and bring these people on. Don't make it a quick process. It needs to be slow and it needs to be strategic. But when you fire them, it needs to be quick and it needs to be swift. I told you I needed this done. You didn't do it. Now I need to move on. Yeah, hopefully that helps you.
I love that. I appreciate
it. I can just jump on the back of that, man. I'm going to get country on y'all if that's okay, right? All right. What I would say was what my grandmother used to tell me, right? People help people who help themselves. So the first thing I would do is somebody else.
I'll drink to
Those
that.
who help themselves.
Right.
I would say recognize the opportunity and then be ready to put yourself in a position to receive an opportunity. So I'll go back to some of my shared experiences, right? We always talking about who's gatekeeping and this, that, and the third, right? So if you're going to have a conversation, and let me say this part right here too, you only know what you know, right? So if you're going to have a conversation with somebody who knows more than you and you're looking to extract the information from that person by this chance encounter, you need to be prepared. So if you're going to ask this person $10,000 questions, you need to at least know how to get the LLC. You need those preliminary stuff already out the way so that that person can take you serious. At that point in time, if you don't have those preliminary things laid out and ready to go, then you can't fault that person from not being able to have a conversation with you because he or she can't go back that far to help you get to the point where maybe they were ready, willing to help you get. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
I say be prepared, man.
Appreciate that. That was hard right there. And I like Tone about to jump in. What you got, Tone?
No, man. Just somebody starting out. I guess one of the most beneficial things, man, that I've learned and that I try to preach, is one, relationships matter. Like
Yes.
don't sleep on the relationships and stuff that you're building, the ones that you have now, carrying on from your previous situation, whether it was a job, a different company, whatever it may be. Like, just remember relationships matter. And then all the way across the board, it applies to every single aspect of your business. Man, focus on the inputs. Like, as the Bible would say, you reap what you sow. But like business terms, just focus on the inputs. What are you putting in on a day-to-day basis to get the result that you're going to? Like, if you say you need to make 50 calls a day and you only making 10, 20 because it's hard or you don't got time, then like you can't even be disappointed with not getting the results that you're looking for because you're not doing the input. So it's no need to even get upset or bothered or feel like your business is failing, because point blank, you're not doing the work that you need to do to make it happen. So that takes a lot of stress off of you because you already know, hell, when I wake up in the morning, I ain't gonna do it anyway, so I'm not gonna be mad about it. But just being real, man, because AJ, like, being a coach, I know you deal with it a lot. Andrew, I know you deal with it a lot, getting into the coaching space. You get people that call you and they want like this miracle to be happening on the other side of the rainbow, but they not doing no work on their end, or, well, I tried this. I tried email marketing. Okay, how long you tried? You sent 1,000 emails out one time and you ain't get no hits on that. And you tried email marketing and it don't work. I tried cold calling, it don't work. Man, cold calling has been proved to work in every single industry. If you ain't cold, if you saying that it ain't working, like your inputs are wrong. Like you either not doing enough work or you putting the wrong type of work in. So, focus on those inputs. Focus on what you're putting into your business, put it into the relationships around you, put it into your own health, put it into your personal bank account, because hey, those personal finances, they do affect your business. Because when you can't sleep at night because you ain't got no money in the bank, it definitely affects like your business function. So, one, relationships matter, and two, focus on the inputs or focus on your activity.
I love that, bro. Appreciate that. Anybody else want to jump in there on this one? I'm looking at Darren. Even he can't see me looking at him, but I'm looking at him.
Like for me, for me, the key thing is also don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Yeah. These conferences you go to and the connections you make and the knowledge you get from people that are like AJ and everybody that's willing to freely share it with you goes a long way, especially when you're in the beginning. If you don't know something, don't be afraid to ask somebody. Somebody's always willing to help somewhere.
Fact. I love that, bro. That's fact. All right, y'all. Now let's see who else we got up here. Marcus South says, "How do you deal with competitors that are extremely underbidding? extreme outliers compared to the market average? Man, I tear that question up, but I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let my people talk to y'all today, and I'm gonna go check on the kids.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we don't compete with them.
Exactly. Get them.
Straight up. Like we don't compete with them. Like, yes, it's always a good idea to evaluate where you are if you're losing every bid you send out, or whatever. Like, yeah, definitely evaluate your numbers, but your numbers should be built off of a blend of what the market average is and what's fair, and a blend of what you think you're worth. So you take the fair price and also take what you know, hey, I'm not accepting no less than this for this job. Then you can't, like, there's no really a reason to compete with underbidders. Like, if you having too many underbidders, you may very well just be in the wrong market. Like, you might be doing the wrong thing. Yeah, just for example, for instance, and this is not like offending anybody or anything. I live in the hood myself. Like, so, like, when we first started cleaning, we did a lot of hood cleanings. Like, we cleaned in the hood a lot, and it was always a race to the bottom. Like, everybody's giving the lowest price they can give, like all those things like that. So I'm constantly fighting with guys. Hold on. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm constantly fighting with companies that were like charging $19-$20 a room. Like, as far as like carpet cleaning, we can't compete with that. Like, because we were doing minimum, $40-$50 per room. So what we realized, we were just in the wrong market. So we went into the high end area where people were spending a lot more money, a lot nicer houses, and we had no problem at all charging what we charged, because these people, they just wanted to leave a check and understand that the work was going to be done. So instead of changing our pricing, we just changed our market. Like, okay, we're not even, on Google, we completely took all those areas that we didn't want to work in. We took them off of our service map. Like, so they couldn't even really find us unless they were really, really looking for us. So check your market, and just do your research in that area. And it's really no reason to doggone fight with underbidders.
Another thing I'll say to add on to that is, once again, mindset. So the mindset that I have, and I think that we have to have as being entrepreneurs, is that the only competition you have is you. The only competition you have is you yesterday, making sure you're better today than you were yesterday. If you start looking around and seeing what other people are doing, you lose sight of what you are supposed to be doing and where you're trying to go. So I understand that in coming in and trying to figure out, where you fit in and how do you get the contracts, how do you get the accounts. That's understandable. But you have to get to the point where you realize your price is your price, and what you provide, you're selling yourself. You're selling what your company provides. There are thousands upon thousands of cleaning companies out there, right? Everybody can clean. What makes you different? That's what you're selling. You're selling what makes you different and what makes you better and what makes you the person that's supposed to solve the pain point that the client or potential client has. That's the goal. So take the focus off of others and keep the focus on you, your business, and what y'all provide as a service to potential clients. That's what I'll say.
Hey, I'll just say this part right here, man. If you guys will hear me out.
Yeah,
when we were in that same situation, we just turned that situation into a niche, right? So we had a bunch of bucket bobs, we call them down here. Everybody racing, and he mainly was the franchises, right? So they'll go out and they'll lowball these contracts and this, that, and the third. We already established the minimum monthly minimums we needed in our company. And what we did is just gave the clients, the potential clients, an alternative, right? So maybe they're going in for 5 days a week. We might just go in that 2 days a week, 3 days a week. You know what I'm saying? And then we still can help them accomplish their numbers that the franchises not disrupt the market and create it. And then we still can get our value out of the situation too. So It just ways to approach things, like how Andrew was saying, is just the mindset. Just remember, hustlers gonna hustle, and you're gonna think your way out of situations before you don't make the mistake of trying to be compromising yourself and then putting yourself in a situation, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, absolutely. One thing I will say is I'm a guy of numbers, and I like to do research and learning how to kind of bid on contracts and stuff like that. And in some of my research, I've kind of learned what the winning bid numbers normally kind of range or average out to be in my area. I don't know what it is in other areas. So what I'll say is how many people really know what the competitor is actually charging, mainly in government contracts, city contracts, franchise contracts, what they're charging the client to win the account. In my area, I know that they're charging the client probably around $15 to $17 an hour. That's what I've learned. So now that I know that number, now I know what number I need to be close to if I want to, and I'll say compete, but if I want to be in the running with a potential account. That's what I've learned. I've learned that with franchises. I've learned that with city accounts. I haven't gone to the government account, but city accounts. I've done the research. I've done the numbers. I've run the numbers, and I see the winning accounts. I can see what the average hourly rate ended up being, and it's right around $15 to $17 an hour. So now you can use that number and say, okay, well, am I going to be at 16? Am I going to be at 18? Am I going to be at 20? And then how am I going to kind of use that knowledge to promote and encourage them to go with me? There you go. That's free game.
Free game, brother. Free game.
And I didn't even share that with the automations people either.
I don't know why.
Should have got that juice earlier.
I got like 3 questions
Yeah.
for him already.
Yeah. I like sharing information. And so unless y'all want to talk, I'll keep talking.
I know you need
So one thing that I've learned, and I've been in other Facebook cleaning groups and stuff like that, that's different from CBN. What I've learned is that in this group, others say it, but CBN actually does it. So we're more of a family where if somebody asks a question, our response is not contact me. I have a program that you can buy or whatever. We're not trying to sell you anything. I can call Trevino. I can call Tony right now. I can call AJ right now on a personal line because of the relationships that we built, right? And I'll kind of throw some ideas or ask questions. How did you do this? How do you do that? We are a family. We help each other out, and it's not for money, of course, because if we all are able to help the other one grow, now when we grow to the point where we need to reach out and say, hey, do you have some subcontractors in this area? Do you have some workers in this area? You can reach out to them because we all wash each other's back and we all help each other grow. The cleaning company is over a $15 billion a year business. How many people are there in the world? There's enough money for everybody to eat. Everybody. And we don't have to crap on nobody else. It really is. We can all do this. We can take down the franchises. We absolutely can. Because they don't provide a good service. They provide a cheap price.
Yeah.
And you get what you pay for. You really get what you pay for. So now you play off of that in your promoting, in your cold calling, and your door-to-door knocking, and your email campaigns. If you promote and you push that, because people don't really want to go with franchises. They would rather go local because franchises are so impersonal, right? I'm saying so much. All right, so franchises are very impersonal and people would rather go local, but they can't because local doesn't know. They don't really know what they're doing a lot of times because they don't have the circle of people to talk to and understand, how do I do this? How do I do that? What's the best route to go in dealing with this and that, right? So now they kind of push themselves out of the market, out of the running. But when you get into a group, CBN, or whatever group you choose to, I just promise to tell you, I promise that this is the best one to be in. And I don't like a lot of people. I love all these people. But this is the best group to be in order to help learn and grow your business and be able to reach out and touch somebody and say, hey, what do I do? What am I doing wrong? Can you help me out? And we're not trying to dig in your pockets. I've given out so much free stuff all the time because I love talking about it. My goal, my idea of success, and I don't want to, please jump in because I feel like I'm talking a lot.
No,
My ideal of success, my ideal of success is not what I can acquire in amount of time. It's, can I help somebody else do the same crap I just did? Can I reach back, say, hey, I'm gonna show you how to do this. Now you do it. That makes me feel good. Being able to cover payroll makes me feel good. Helping people makes me feel good. That's the kind of the motto, I think, and it's not really a motto, but that's how the feel of CBN. We want to help each other out. You just have to say what you need, right? And then be willing to put in the work. If we tell you to do something, do it.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Please
People
jump in.
help themselves, man.
Don't click the
Okay, there's questions?
Hey, one more thing I was gonna say on that underbidding thing too. Is one thing my business partner is adamant about, and it's helped us a lot. Like, have yourself sold before you even show up. Like, you know, direct people back to your story. So on your website, you know, on your social media, things like that, it should tell the people very clearly who they're working with. So even if you're doing outbound sales, you know, maybe including the email link or something like that, that's going to drive them back to your story. So whether you have your story on your website or on your social media page, it gives your clients a little better feel of your company before you even show up for that walkthrough. So they understand already that they can almost not even expect you to be the lowest bid because they've seen how well you present yourself online. They've seen the different services you have. They've seen a list of your clients already. They've already seen that before you even show up. So when you show up, like, we ain't worried about how low the bid is. Yes, I'm always gonna ask that question. You know, what's the projected budget like for this project? You know, whether it's an annual or monthly, you know, I'm always gonna ask that question. But I don't care how low everybody else bids, because a lot of times you don't know. You don't, and especially in the private sector. In the government sector, they show you what everybody bid was. In the private sector, unless you've already developed that relationship with the person that's making that decision, like, it's a good chance you're not even going to know like what everybody else bid. You're not going to know what their contract was beforehand. Like, you're just not going to know. So you're not even going to be able to truly say that, hey, I keep losing these to underbidders, because unless you being able to see everybody bid for every time you lose and you way higher, there's really no real way. But you can put things in place to make sure that, like, you never have to be the lowest bid unless you want to, and it just kind of falls that way.
Hey, Tom, hey, you got to show me how to do that, bro.
What's that?
Articulate my thoughts as well as you do, bro. You say exactly what I want to say. I gotta let this country hang out too, man.
That's awesome. So let's move on, because that was a very good question, and it had us going. So Ruth Chana says, is it okay to start a cleaning business if you're not an expert in the different types of surfaces and the chemicals to use? I went on a walkthrough and I think the floors are vinyl, but not sure. Anybody want to jump in on that before I do?
Absolutely. Who was an expert when they started, except for Miss Desiree?
Yeah.
I know, right? For real.
You're right about that.
Like, you know, who was really an expert when they started, man. And back to what Andrew Lewis was saying earlier about this being a family. Shoot, drop in the group, drop a picture of the floors. Hey, I don't know what kind of floors these are. You know, nobody finna clown you for that. It's a lot of people learning. You know, hey, I don't know what kind of chemical to use on this. Because I'm gonna tell you, anytime you call me and ask me anything about chemicals, I'm gonna say the same thing every single time. Dawn dish soap. Like that's the hey,
Yes, yes,
it
yes.
doesn't. It don't matter what you're doing. You can be degreasing the floor, doggone trying to shine something, trying to doggone do regular cleaning. It don't matter. Dawn usually gets it out. So hey, there go that question already answered. So you know you figure out you know you one step closer to being an expert now. So I say just get out there and just get to it. Like those walk through, use the calculator, use the resources from the people in the group. You know, get you a price, and if it's a job you feel like you can do, go do it. And heck, screw it up, like mess up. Like my first strip and wax took me 12 hours to do a job that I can do in 2 hours or less now. It took me 12 hours. Like, you know, because I just knew how to sell the job, but I didn't know how to do it.
And fellas, I'm a YouTube scholar myself, man. So anything I'm not sure about, man, I'm gonna go look it up. And then furthermore, like say for example, if you didn't know the what chemical to use on those style floors or whatnot, just take a picture. Say you weren't as fortunate, or say you didn't invest in yourself and join the Clean Buzz Network, right? Take a picture and go by one of your local flooring companies, man, and see what they suggest. You know what I mean? We still got to do the research. We still got to do the research, man, just to make sure we're competent. The small things like that, though, that's going to get us through, man. It's having the confidence to know that we can do, and doing the preliminary research, like Andrew just said, man, to make sure we get it done.
Mm-hmm. And I'll kind of piggyback on that. I was not the disinfection fogging guru. You know, I was just starting out, and I made some mistakes. I did a bunch of churches during COVID, and there were two churches in particular I remember that made me change some of the processes that I use, because I had a container that we carried all of our chemicals in, right? And this is why I stopped using bleach. You see where I'm going? Stop using bleach products, because one of my containers leaked, went through the carrying case, and I left bleach spots on their carpet. It hurt so bad, because I was a perfectionist. I had everything planned out. I knew what I was doing. Did not think about that. Did it again for a dentist office that I had. Same situation happened. To this day, we don't use anything dealing with bleach.
Yep, that's right.
Nothing at all. You learn from experience. You have, in order to get experience, you need to do shit that experiences you. And I don't know if that's a word, but it's a word today. You got to do stuff. Oh, kids are here. All right, now you have to do stuff. You have to do stuff that gives you the experience that you're asking about. You're not going to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, except Miss Desiree.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
So what happened to your floors?
They never called me back. I guess because I helped them. I did a service, but it was like little white spots on their carpet. But I was willing to pay because I did it. I did it. It was my fault. I should have told them where to put it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
They never called me back. Now, after seeing this, if they're watching me, they may call me now. But they never called me back to come fix. I said, I'll pay for it. Just tell me what it costs. I'll take care of it. Yeah. But there's another thing. Understand, we are not perfect. Right. We're not going to get everything right. But here's the thing that really gets you to be the I'm sorry. Here's the thing that really keeps you in an account. The client is not expecting you to be perfect. Most of them. Yeah, there's one that daycare. I do them people. Anyway, for the most part, they're not expecting you to be perfect. They're expecting you to fix their problems. If they have an issue, if they have a problem, and they call you and say, this is my issue, fix it. Quickly. Guess what? You still have the account. Yeah, quickly. Don't wait. This is another thing that I did. because I got in my feelings because my son was working for me. So now to me, she was talking about my son and talking about my daughter, and I was pissed.
Yeah.
My fiance had, remember that? My fiance had to talk to me and said, okay. She said, well, let's call them and see what happened. Understand that it's not about you personally, right? Don't take it personal. You are running a business. You have to be able to say, okay, what is the problem? How can we fix it? That's it. They don't care about any of that crap. Anything else, they don't care. So be able to talk to them, find out what the issue is, and fix it. That's all they want. That's it. All right, go.
I mean, so it kept going.
Yeah,
Man.
no, I'm tired. Y'all need to talk.
I mean,
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He here for a reason.
Yeah, I got to run to the real quick.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Where we leave off at? And I know John got a lot to say. I feel like John, I just
So
pick on you
Mr.
just
Sean?
as soon as I get here.
Mr. Sean, he ain't gonna go on.
Nah, he couldn't make it this time. But I did tell him to text Sean. So hopefully Sean can come on before we end and just give us a word. I'm telling you, he killed it. You was there, right?
Mhm. Because he got like a lot of medical accounts, right?
Yeah, he
See,
did a
I
lot of
wanna
medical
learn
in
about
restaurants too, by the way.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he do.
Restaurant.
So I want to learn about the medical and like how to go about it, how
Yeah.
to clean it.
That's the guy.
Oh.
Somebody, Sean Richards, if you watch it right now, we want to hear from you, my guy. Tap in.
Make sure you get the certifications.
Oh yeah, I'm taking that class. I was just telling AJ, I was asking AJ about the certification. Boom. 2 days later, I found somebody that do it for
There
free.
you go.
That's what's up.
All right, let's see what we got going on here. Did y'all get all these questions or no?
Oh yeah, that's the one you
That's
took
the
this
one.
off.
This one. So I need to go to this one.
You got it.
All right, bet. So day one daddy says that's crazy. All right, day one daddy says just got it on this live. Can someone explain SF 1449 solicitation forms? No, but you describe it. I can probably help you with whatever you're trying to figure out about it. But I don't know all the goddamn SF 42 dash. I don't know all that. All right, so Ruth Childer says, for context, I want to start a business doing standard cleaning. So that's got something to do with something that was said previously.
That he was just
Look at the bottom.
Oh,
The
bet.
second
I
part
see.
at the
Okay,
bottom.
bet. So, but he already answered it, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna redo it. All right. What else we got? That was me hyping him up because I heard him saying something when I was driving in the car.
That's you watching us.
Right. Yeah, I had to check. I checked in. Honestly, you know what happened? I was telling the kids. I said, "Y'all want to see something cool? I'm live right now, and I ain't even there. Watch this." That's the real reason.
Right.
But until they got in the car, I won't look. All right.
Right.
So, all right. What else? What you got? What you got, Trevino?
Hey, AJ, read off this question right here, man. Then let me take it from there, please.
Let's do it.
Wow,
All right.
from
So
this
Ruth
Ruth.
says, thank you so. Oh no, my bad. Let's go to the original question.
No, go back to that one. Go back. I think we got
all
off.
right, because I haven't
There we
seen
go.
it.
That's
Okay.
the rest of it.
All right, back. She said, "Thank you so much. I feel I wasn't professional enough in the walkthrough. I didn't have business cards or a website, just an LLC. So I have to get some of those things. What we got?
Okay. So, Ruth, this is what I want to say, man. To anybody else, man, who might feel like they don't come with the perfect package or whatnot, right? I just want to share some experience, man. I know I don't look like a traditional cleaner. I know I'm not as well spoken as some of the people on the panel, right? But as far as doing business and as far as presenting myself, I'm gonna give the client the impression that there's nothing that I can't do, right? I just wanted to share that with people, man, because I think we get hung up on comparing ourselves to others and what we know to be as professional or whatnot. You know what I mean? We're in a new age now. And of course, professionalism is important. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But everybody ain't gonna come with the same package. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't gonna be in suit and ties. Some people might not even have dress shoes. I recommend that you do have some, but still give it a shot. Still give it a shot, and it's only going to help your confidence that much more once you figure out what's your niche and how to communicate with people.
Oh, that's good.
Love that, bro. Appreciate that.
Talking about
1,000%.
that certification you talking about? That's good. You need to use that.
So you know about it.
Yeah, you
So come on, talk to him about it. Hold on.
Okay, good.
My bad. All right, bam. So day one daddy. So apparently we got somebody that knows something. Here we go. What you got, Elementary?
He said I have to. I'm not sure I have to fill out that. I don't know about that form, but with that certification, if you got a cleaning business, you actually don't have to clean. You can actually bid on the contract, win that contract, and sub it out without you having to even do any work at all, and you can keep doing that. And other companies will want to partner with you because you have that certifications, and they can't bid on those type of contracts. So you can actually leverage your business with that certification. You could charge them whatever you want to charge them because they can't get those type of contracts, and that's what I do.
Okay.
I don't care what you're trying to do, as long as you following the rules. This is my percentage. Don't let them talk you down and say, "Oh, I think that's too much. I know somebody doing it for this amount."
Right.
I don't care. You came to me. Like I turned down like a $10 million deal because they value proposition one like in line, and every time I asked them a question, it was talking in circles. So I turned it down.
Yeah.
And it's things like that. So leverage that certification.
And that's I appreciate
I
appreciate that.
I turned it down, and they was way in Miami at that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a whole.
I turned it down. They were just talking in circles. They weren't answering my questions.
Yeah.
Tell them nah.
And I'm gonna tell you that take a level of discipline right there. Where
Yes,
some of us ain't.
But they grabbing it.
Nah, because when you're doing stuff like that, the money, I don't want to say the wrong thing.
You good?
When you're doing stuff like that, you got to prove to the government
Yes.
Yeah.
certain
That is
things, and they want certain paperwork. And if you're doing it like that, the other company, you've been on a contract for me, I gave you a percentage. I want this. It don't work like that because you got to prove to the government, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You got to. So y'all not finna do all that.
Sort of like itemize what you're actually.
Putting the money. Because
Yeah.
they can come in and ask you about that specific company. If you don't know nothing, no documents, no nothing, your certification gone, and that's your revenue that you don't lost, and you got to do no work.
He said, "Thank you, Queen." By the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, you ain't say that. We didn't know you had that knowledge.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I don't get up here and try to act like I'm the end all be all guru, right? Like, no, everybody got something to say. So I appreciate
you
you.
definitely hit me up more about that though.
She been quiet all this damn time.
She is fun. She's fun. Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to squeeze that sponge and let somebody let it out. Gotta share. Gotta share.
That's why I say I think me and you would be great, like subbing on something.
Yeah, I got you because that veteran part of it helps.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll actually work.
When you get that, you have companies calling you from everywhere.
Yeah. For real. All right, y'all. What else y'all want to know? We here. And if anybody that's on the panel, Darian, let me hold up. First off, before I even get into us, I forgot to say something. Did you tell him?
I don't know. What am I supposed to tell him?
You're supposed to tell him.
I didn't tell him nothing about the boot camp, nothing about I ain't said none of that.
You're supposed to go to cleanbizuniversity.com/bootcamp, and then y'all can be at the next one just like this and see how we chilling, we hang, but we talking real game, we talking real business, and we here to answer all real questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So make sure you go to the website, go to cleanbizuniversity.com/bootcamp. Don't just take advantage of just giving away this information for free now. Come on, pay it forward. Come on, join us.
Yeah, we gave away a lot.
Yeah.
While you were
didn't
gone,
expect all this.
While you were gone, we gave away a
For
lot.
real. By the time I came back, all I heard was
I'm tired.
CBN is a family, and that's why I was like, tell them. That's all I heard. I missed everything.
I'm done talking. AJ's back. I'm done talking. Oh man.
Yeah, I didn't expect all this.
Yeah.
I did.
You're welcome.
That's what's up.
There you go.
For real.
You're welcome.
And he was telling me, so let's talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Even though they will hear it on the video, on the interview, but he was talking about earlier about how like how did you say it? You're like a hard sell. You're like you don't listen to people, or how do you say it?
I don't follow.
He don't follow
I
nobody.
don't follow.
That's how I am.
Yeah.
I ain't following no motherfucking guy. What I look like?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
mean,
AJ Simmons. You know who I am? You know what I mean?
to be honest, if you think about it,
You know what I mean, right? That's the energy. I know what you're saying.
yeah.
I'm AJ motherfucking Simmons. I look like following you. But
I follow people. I just
you know what I mean?
hide it. Because people follow me, I'll follow them, but then I'll
Right.
because I don't want to see
Right.
all of that. But men are like that.
Yeah,
A lot of men are like,
yeah.
it's hard for men to be followed.
Right.
And I'm not trying to get into any type
No,
of
it's great
space,
shit. Let's talk about it.
but that's how a lot of men are. So it's hard. It's like, and I'll bring church because church is really important. But when you go to church, it's hard for a man to follow a man,
Yeah.
without understanding. Can I trust him? Is he real? It's the same concept. So
even some age factor.
Yeah,
some
and it's
age
age
factor, and
factor.
there's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and also, you know, I made a couple dollars.
Yes,
A little
he,
bit,
like you
yeah.
telling me a story
Yeah.
earlier. Again, make sure y'all watch that. When
Yeah.
it say John Dewberry, I don't know what I'm gonna title yours yet,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna figure out a clever title because you know you got to do it for the algorithm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But whatever I do, if you see his face, put your face on there just to make sure. If you see this guy on there, trust me, you're gonna want to watch that interview. This guy done seen more and blew more than a lot of people watching my stuff. I'm telling you.
Okay, that's the form he talking about. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no. But
You
yeah,
looked it
this
up,
guy
didn't
right here, he
you?
done
Yeah.
You did
seen
your
more.
research.
I had
okay.
to know what them
But my whole thing is,
I look at the
thing
form
is,
all the time. I didn't know what it was. And then
when you make a couple dollars, you are real cautious of who you follow.
Yes,
Mhm.
You're really cautious.
because you've
Like-
seen so much.
Yeah.
You know how
And-
people is.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I stalked you for a year and a half, 2 years before I even paid $100. $100 ain't nothing,
Mhm.
you know. And honestly, I paid the $100 and never looked at any damn thing.
Yeah.
tell him to go
When
to
I-
CBN
Remember when I came to class?
and find me, and I can shoot him
Is
some
he in
info.
there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
Day
don't know.
One Daddy.
Day One Daddy. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Tell him to join Clean Business Network.
There you go. There you
Yeah, and I watch it
They
through.
don't listen to me. You tell him. Shit.
That's it right there. Gotta join to get the juice.
Yeah, join CBN, and I would definitely show you how to do that form. I just didn't know those numbers. I look at the form all the time, but I don't look at the numbers that's
Right.
on there. But it's easy to fill out and things like that. So yeah.
And that was your idea. I didn't say he got to join for you to tell him. You said, tell him in the group.
Yeah.
Well, I can't tell him in the group because I don't know if
Oh, I
he's
thought he was already.
No, see what I'm saying?
Oh,
See,
yeah.
if you was in there, she could have told you just like that. But, anyway,
That's real.
so,
That's real.
but no, what you left off somewhere though. And it was
No, I was just saying, you know, my hope is when you make a little money, you're real cautious who you follow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I stalk you. I call it stalking because
I stalk people too.
you know,
before,
I stalked you for a year and a half, almost 2 years, and then
See?
in the middle of the night, I went on and put my credit card on there, and even when I came to the class,
Right.
you said open up. I didn't even know what the hell to open up because I never opened it up before.
You're right.
I just said I need to be close to him.
Yeah.
You know.
That makes sense. I was talking to my wife about that when we first got here, and I was like, "All right, everybody, open up. Let's just let it out," and we got quiet. And then I was like, "So everybody introverts like me, apparently.
Yeah.
Not everybody like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I am.
We all sizing everything up, trying to figure this shit out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know. I mean, go ahead.
And I tell you, it's so funny because it's like, you know, not to compare you to God, but it's like let's touch the hem of his garment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have the knowledge.
Yeah.
You know.
They turn on you.
Well, he scared me, but I was like, I'm gonna listen to you. Do not put me in that category.
You gotta really think. These people out here don't have the knowledge. Like the one lady said, she don't have the knowledge. She knew what type of floor it was or anything like that. You gotta be connected to somebody that has that knowledge.
Right.
You know?
Because I didn't even know. Like, even when I took that job I took for the franchise I was with, I ain't gonna keep saying their name.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll say your name a few times now.
Yeah.
But even when I was with that franchise, I didn't know the difference between a VCT floor and a ceramic.
Yeah.
No, none of that.
Right.
And then when I got with them, they taught me that.
Yeah.
Because even though I was running a successful cleaning company, but I had a preference. I only took carpeted office buildings because I knew I didn't know nothing about the floors. I just stayed away. I stayed in my lane. And I like they say Mayweather pick his fights. That's why he undefeated.
He did.
I was Mayweather. You know what I mean?
He did.
I'm undefeated for a reason. You know what I
He's
mean?
good, but
I'm not just gonna try anybody. I'm gonna pick and choose my battle. You know what I mean? So, and it's like, I feel like everybody should pick and choose their battle. Like, listen, you can't do everything.
Yeah.
But you probably can do this, and you can do that shit as best as you can.
Yeah.
And that's and like you were saying, get around people that know more than you.
That's right.
Right.
That's
If
it.
you the smartest one in the damn room, you're in the
You're in the
wrong.
wrong
You in the
room. That's
wrong
it.
room.
You need to change your circle.
And don't you see?
Yeah.
That's exactly why I shut up.
Yep.
Yeah, I be like, listen, you tell them. Somebody else tell them because I learned so much from y'all. I started to learn more from one, working for them instead of always being a franchise owner, then two, coaching.
Yeah.
As the more I started coaching, the more I can hear from people, interviews. It's like, damn, I ain't even think of that myself.
Right.
And then I go look it up and like, oh, yeah, that works. Add that to the arsenal. You know what I mean? So, 1,000%.
Another thing I learned, that, and I just said it, you need to change your circle. When you realize that you're the top or whatever of your circle, even though a circle goes out.
Yeah.
When you realize you're in your circle, you need to change the circle because you have reached your peak.
Yep.
You need to
You
step out of that
step out of that circle and move into another one. You know, everybody that came with you can't go with you.
That's
Yeah.
true.
They can't. You know,
Yeah.
you still
They ain't
love them.
going
You can
where you
still,
going.
they're not. So you have to understand, okay, now I need to change the people that I kind of,
Mhm.
you know, surround myself with to
Yep.
move to the next step, the next level.
Yep.
And that's difficult because sometimes that circle is family.
Mhm.
Sometimes that circle is friends that you've known for a long period of
Yeah.
time.
Most times it's not.
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
We want it to be, but
Yeah.
most times it's
Yeah.
not.
And you try to bring your family in that circle. Sometimes it's not meant for them.
But also, sometimes that circle is your comfort zone.
That's a true statement.
But
That's
sometimes
a
you
true
got to step
statement.
out of your comfort
and it's
zone.
sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
hard to step out your
Step
comfort
out the
zone.
boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah, step out that
We
boat.
got a special announcement.
What's that?
We got a special announcement.
Oh.
Oh, look. We got to go ahead and shout out to that.
Right.
All right, what else we got going on? Appreciate you still being here with us, Torino. Everybody else is like, all right.
Yeah, they rolled out.
Can we SBA certified business subcontract government contracts to other businesses?
You definitely can.
All right.
She is in that government.
I don't know
Yeah,
that.
She is into that government.
If you like a veteran-owned business or you like woman-owned, the SBA is certifying you for that certification. So you definitely can do it, but you just got to read the requirements because they might say you can only sub out this much, but you know it's way from that now.
Right.
Now that I know that, but yeah, definitely can.
Right.
I got a question for you.
There's a follow-up on that too. No,
Oh,
that's the
there's a
same
follow-up.
one.
Go ahead.
Is that the same one? I think that's the same one. He just retyped.
So I got a question for that then. There's a follow-up.
Yeah, they
So with getting those certifications for women, minorities, veteran-owned companies and stuff like that, with the veterans, and this is more of a veterans question, does a veterans assistance, do they help you go through that process? Or do they just give you the information and say you got to do this, that, and the third?
No, they actually help you go through the process. Like in Jacksonville, they got a place called the Small Business Development Center, and they walk you through the process. Or you can go to the SBA. They right here,
Yeah.
For real.
with us. Yeah, they're right here.
Literally.
Right here. That's why I say
He don't even know.
Because I was like, I'm gonna look them up one day. They right here.
they right
Walk
here.
over to him.
They
Wow.
right here, and you can actually walk in there, and they nice and everything, and they
Wow.
help you with the process to get your certification. Like yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
and they have events over there and everything like that to help you get your certification. Just people don't go.
Yeah. Gosh.
All that money
Yeah, that makes
just
sense.
sitting around.
I need
All that
to
money.
hit up the one in Columbia.
That's why I said I had to get my pricing right. So now I'm confident on it. Now I had to get that right so I can
You have
use
a
it.
lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
And Ms. Tucker, I just want to piggyback on that, man.
Go ahead, you know.
What we got
Just
to
want to
know?
piggyback on what Ms. Tucker said, man. With all the free resources out here, people just aren't taking advantage of them. And like we were saying earlier, they aren't prepared to ask the questions. You know what I mean? Everybody mentioned something about gatekeeping and this, that, and the third. But honestly, for the most part, sometimes they're not giving themselves a shot. They're not even taking advantage of the things that are already designed to help them get ahead, man. So I'm glad you brought that up, Ms. Tucker.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yes.
that, bro.
And
Appreciate
that's
that.
another thing I want to figure. I'm in a group with like 4 other women,
Yeah.
like me, and then everybody else is like 40, 45. We went to a restaurant, like a Mexican restaurant 2 weeks ago. We was having drinks.
Mhm.
And the drinks came out, and everybody was like, well, how old are you? How old are you? Everybody in their 40, 45.
Yeah.
I'm only 26. They was like,
Mm.
whoa. They was like, I got fucking kids.
Ayla is older than
I was like, I said, how old y'all thought I was? They was like, I thought you was in your 30s because how you act, your knowledge, your that. I'm like, 26. They was like, and they call me 26 now.
Right. From your
So
That's
it's
what's up.
things like that.
That's what's up.
This is up. Yeah.
Hey, look, I think I saw another one.
Yeah.
I guess I got to do it.
You guess. Yes, you absolutely.
Shout out to G to the Blitz.
Yeah.
Go check it out. Guess I got to do it. Appreciate you checking in. She supposed to be at work. I ain't gonna tell you your business. I ain't gonna tell you your business no more. I ain't gonna tell you your business. All right. What else we got going on? Bam.
That's a lot of words.
Fabiola Marin says, as per ESCS, all right, in Texas, it is required to have a labor law compliance notice posted. Should I have it, even if we have an official office for my business? I do not even have employees, but my LLC. So if you got an office, hang it up.
Yeah. But you don't have to pay for it.
Employees.
Yeah, you ain't got to pay for that. Great point.
You will get, you will get these emails. You will get stuff sent to you saying that you're in violation. If you don't have it and you have to pay for it. You don't have to pay for that poster.
Yep.
You do not have to pay for it.
I get it free.
Yeah.
And you can go to, because I actually, shout out to Miss Evie's, by the way. She spoke at the CBN conference in 2022. Right? Miss Evie spoke about it. And so all you got to do is go to OSHA website and you can get it for free. Just get you one right from over there. You get your all your posters that you need. All right. Go on the OSHA website, you get it for free. Great point, though.
Yeah, they try to get new companies and try to make them pay for it.
All right.
They make it look so official.
It really does. Yeah. It almost got me.
He got like a million.
I'm so glad you said it, because it's little stuff like that I forget on the way.
Yeah. They have like 50 different things on the one poster.
Steve said, I'm new to this business. I want to know the opinion from you all. How much would you charge for a building that is 225,000 square foot facility? I think you should join Clean Business Network.
Yeah.
I really do.
Get the calculator.
Clean Business Network.
Exactly.
Yeah, for something like that.
Yeah. First of all, that's a huge building.
All right.
Yeah.
You said your app
So
isn't
much more
working. Should I re-download?
So you can get your bill calculator.
Typically, if you got an app issue, I will acknowledge Calculated Clean it has an app issue. So if you're using Calculated Clean, that's separate than Clean Business Network. And depending on if you're on Android or Apple, I forget which one it is, but the Calculated Clean app sometimes still say Clean Business Network, but that's not the one. If you in actual Clean Business Network, it's gonna say Clean Business Network member app. That one ain't never down. That one is the official one. So just FYI there. But if you do got the Calculated Clean one and that's the one you're talking about, you don't have to re-download it. The best thing to do is just go to calculatedclean.app on your browser and just use it that way. It's gonna look exactly the same. And if you want, you can even use that browser and just save it as a shortcut on your home screen. But that's my answer to that. Hopefully, I wish it was a better answer, but bam, okay, look like it helped you. You see what I'm saying? Thank you. All right, what else we got, y'all? I think we ran out of questions again.
It's 4:20 now.
I think we can wrap it then. So I'm gonna tell y'all this. If I didn't tell you before, you're supposed to go to cleanbizuniversity.com/bootcamp and meet us at the next bootcamp.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do. So if you haven't done it yet, shame on you. And if I haven't said it enough, shame on me. But you should definitely click the link I'm placing in this goddamn chat right now. All right, man. So, but we do want to thank y'all so much for being here, for watching us, for subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. I'm gonna let you know how to find everybody that's here right now, just so y'all can know how to find us all. In case you like, I don't want to hear AJ been talking to me for 10 goddamn years. Let me hear from somebody else. So who else? So I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Business Network, Clean the Business Go. You can find me on at AJ Simmons online, all platforms except for YouTube. It's just AJ Simmons. All right.
Oh, you don't have social media. All right, so I guess it's me. All right, you got one?
No. Tell them what you told them on the interview we did.
You can contact me because I'll be hooked up with AJ.
There you go. Join Clean Business Network.
Perfect. Once again, you can contact me if you hook up with AJ and CBN Network. But other than that, Miss Desiree, I'm not telling them anything else. I already told us.
Okay, I'm on Instagram and Facebook. Final Touch Clean Plus. Hit me up. Follow.
All right.
You can find me in the CBN. I mean, Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only way.
You gotta join the family.
Well, we got Trevino. Let them know everything. You muted, by the way.
But my guy that's with the veteran certification, definitely find me in there because I can definitely help you out.
Yeah, sure.
Got it. Hey, y'all, my name is Trevino. I'm my wife and I, we on Charleston Tidy Commercial Cleaning. You can find me on Instagram at Trevino Reed 3, and you can find me on YouTube at Trevino Reed, and you can also find me on LinkedIn at Trevino Reed.
Let's do it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching us. Make sure y'all go subscribe and follow and everything that everybody said. And we appreciate y'all being here. And it's the only way to let y'all out properly. And it's
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids on property.